Welcome, 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 family, to another episode of Intentional Conversations. I am blessed today to have my two babies. Um, we'll introduce them in a moment. But this particular episode is titled The Fruit of Intentional Parenting. And this is a special episode because this is in honor of Father's Day. And my husband has no idea that we're recording this. I wanted to do a live, but again, this is supposed to be published on Father's Day, which is tomorrow. So we're taping it today and we'll publish it tomorrow to surprise him. And I'll do another episode on Tuesday with you guys live. Anyhow, I am excited about this because Jaden, bless his heart, he just got off work and so he's looking real tired. Please forgive him. He just got off of work too. This is what young adults do. But we're going to spend some time today. I'm going to interview them about their father, right? So bottom line, parenting is only effective based on what actually comes out of it, right? So our children are the fruit of our parenting. So they are the ones that can provide insight and perspective about whether or not we did a good job, what we needed to work on. And so Daryl and I, we haven't done this before. And Asia and Jaden, we say that to them all the time. But I just want to get them in here and we're going to ask some questions about how they had their experience with their dad and, how he shaped and impacted them, what they've learned, etc. But I want to show you guys something real quick. This here is a statue that Asia, can y'all see this? Okay. Can you guys see this, Asia and Jaden? Okay. That Asia bought when she picked out when she was about 4. So Jaden would have been 2. And she picked this out for Father's Day for her father. And it has something at the bottom. And she said, "I love you, Mr. Daddy." That's what she used to call her dad. And so she said, "This was Daddy, and this is Jaden, and this is her." And this was significant because it sat in our house for a long time, but it was also the inspiration for my book cover. I couldn't use someone's art, but without permission, but I could create something different that resembled it. And really, why this impacted me so much and why I believe God told me to use it was because this represents what He believes a father should look like in reality. So a father should be standing tall and should be holding onto his son enough until his son is able to stand on his own 2 feet and learn how to be a man. And so that is what the father should be doing. And then as it relates to the daughter, this father has his hand behind her back because a daughter should always know that her father has her back. And as she looks up to him, that is what a daughter does. She looks up to her father so that she can get an example of what a man should be and how he should act and how he should treat her. Again, I think this is a wonderful representation of an intentional dad. And so I just wanted to share this with you because it was an inspiration. And Asia had no idea that God was going to use her. So anyhow, all right, to the questions. Hello, Asia. How are you? You are the firstborn child. Do you want to just tell them a little bit about yourself? Just, yeah.
Oh, what do you want me to tell them?
You can just tell them something about you. What are you doing, Asia? How old are you? What are you doing in life today, right now? And some aspirations you have, maybe?
I am 22. Just turned 22. I
Just that was in January. You on the way to 23.
don't say that. We're still in June. I'm 22. I'm a hairstylist and I am in college, pursuing a career in nursing.
All right, all right, all right. So, Jaden, please introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about you as well.
I'm Jaden. I'm 19.
Soon to be 20 in like 2.5 seconds.
In like 6 months.
That's a lie.
Yes,
Okay, go.
I'm being, yeah, in 6 months. I like sleeping. I like Work. I don't like work that much. Um, I want to work with animals, but I'm studying computer science.
All right. Was that okay? So he's also in college. This is and you can work with animals too, but yeah, computer science is gonna bring that cash flow through. So that's important. All right, so let's get to it. All right, so let me ask you guys the first question. And no, I mean you can piggyback, but don't be trying to say what she said and he said. I want your own perspective, and I know how that is because we deal with every
You be doing it. You be doing it.
whatever. So, all right. So tell me from your perspective. Give me four adjectives, 4 to 5 adjectives that describe your dad. Share it with the people. Who is
Uh,
he?
he's cool.
Hmm.
Uh,
He's
very.
bald.
Wait,
Uh,
you got to go one at a time.
oh,
Uh,
well, first. I'm going first. Like I said, he's cool. He's wise. He's a leader. He's smart. Uh, funny. Very.
Very caring. Is that what you said? I didn't hear you.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay. All right.
she took
All right,
mine.
Jaden.
I took yours, huh?
Yeah, I'm just gonna piggyback off what Asia said. I
Whatever.
don't really like those words.
No, you have to have your own word.
Um, he he is very caring.
Mhm.
Take us to go fishing, even though he don't like fishing. Um, I'm gonna say he. Hmm, I would say he's stoic, but no, he shows emotion when it's time to show emotion. But yeah, he's cool. He's cool-ish. Yeah. Um, he's very intelligent. Um, yeah, and he's bald. Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Oh my gosh, he thought. All right, all right. So, um, can you tell us about what has it meant to have your father in the house with you, having um, a relationship with you? Tell me a little bit about how it has impacted your life having him present, and how has he been present? So you can kind of integrate that together if you want.
Who
Either
go?
one of you can go first.
Come
I'll
on,
see.
firstborn.
You want me to go first?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
firstborn.
fine.
Go ahead.
How has it impacted us that he's been in the home?
Yeah, his presence. Like, how has he been present? Let's start there. How has he shown up for you? So give us an example of how he's shown up for you and what his presence, what is that look like for you, him
Um,
being present.
he's shown up everywhere. Just last week on the way home, I got a flat, and I ain't think about nobody else. But I called him real quick. And he came, but that just shows that we can depend on him for
Mhm.
anything. It would be us in school and we needed lunch money or we needed something, or like I said, something as serious as being on the side of the road, or
Or
even if
getting a job. He hooked me up with that right there. Job. Good job.
Mhm.
it just shows that you can depend, and that's out of y'all, well, out of everybody, it's y'all two that we call because we trust y'all.
Mhm. And Jaden, so how has he? And you guys don't have to even stick to recent times. So how has he shown up for you guys? Even some maybe share some 1 or 2 memories of significant times where he's shown up for you or was present, and how did it shape or impact you, and why is it a memory you that stuck with you?
Oh, well, my lizard was sick. That I was I was just crying. I was just crying. Dad's like, "What are you crying for?" I'm like, "Oh, he's gonna die." He said, "It ain't time for tears, dude. You can cry when he's dead, but right now he's still alive." So he basically just told me to lock in and just help him, and it worked. He got better, and then he died later, but that's unrelated.
So wait a minute. So just to make sure I take away, so the lizard, I do remember that the lizard just had a little gas. He was a little backed up, right? And you
Yeah,
had to give him some. Did you have to give him castor oil or
yeah.
something?
We just gave him laxatives. That was it. But
And
he was twitching. He was spazzing everywhere. We were like, I was like, oh no, he's gonna die.
and so daddy told you he was there to tell, because you started crying and you were mourning early, and he said, dude, get it together so you can help your lizard.
Mm-hmm.
And so how did you feel when he told you that? Did you feel like he was telling you not that it's not okay to cry at all? Or did you just feel like, what did you take away from that moment?
It's not the time to cry. Like, it's okay to cry, but you can still do something about it. So stop, stop, stop mourning when you can do something.
Okay, so get to action, lock in. Like, I love when he said that, lock in, and then when he dies, then you can express yourself accordingly. Okay, Asia, any particular memories that you were able to learn from? It's okay, babe. You just got off work. You looking good. It's all good. Asia,
That I was able to learn from.
yeah, like that impacted you.
Like I said, I just have it's been plenty of tires that's been popped, plenty of things that I've needed. I don't know. I don't know that there's one that I can like pinpoint that was like, wow, because I know he gonna show up, so that's why I call him.
Okay. What
I guess
about
what? What you gonna say?
you should, I think you should share about the Baskin and Robin.
Girl, when I was younger, what was it like? Not even elementary school, like preschool.
Yeah, you're in kindergarten or so. Yeah,
I,
you're right. Preschool.
uh, I guess this girl hit me, and they used to take me to this Baskin Robbins, and they used to sit. We used to go all the time, and then we would sit at this little bench, and it's tiny. Like I tried to sit there maybe a couple years ago. I don't know how they were taller than me, both of them. So that I told mom that this girl hit me, and I was like, yeah, but don't tell daddy. She was like, why? I was like, cause he gonna step on, and I don't want him into. I don't want her to get in trouble. Yeah, so that was that.
Yeah, and why I think that's a good memory is because, um, kind of going back to what you said before, you have never doubted that daddy would show up for you, and he would even beat up a kid. In your head, you thought he would beat up this kid for you, and you didn't even doubt it. You said, whoever, daddy will take anybody down for me. And so that, I always think that's a good memory, because coming back to what you said, you can depend on him. So what do you guys feel like, do you guys have friends that don't have a relationship with their father? And you don't say anybody's name particularly, but uh, how do you feel like that's impacted them? Do you feel like they struggle in areas that you guys don't, or do they, how do you think that looks? Is there a difference between you guys and your friend as it relates to the ones that don't have their father present or don't feel like he shows up?
He got
Um,
lack of respect.
Hold
yeah.
on.
He just
What'd you
shows a
say,
lack
Jay?
of respect.
Hold on. What'd you say, Jay?
He just shows a lack of respect to other people.
Who, your friend that doesn't
Mm-hmm.
have his father around?
Yeah, he invite people to other people's house. Like, it's fun, it's cool, you got it. He just goes out and does reckless hoodlum stuff. What are you doing?
And so do you feel like there was a lack of guidance? Is that, and so he doesn't know how to act with authority?
Yeah. And then when people tell him, "Yo, you need to stop," you ain't my dad. I don't even know my dad. Well, we don't. I don't care. You just stop. Just okay, calm yourself.
So okay. What about you, Age?
Um, they're either fast or don't trust men, or like, relationship with guys are different.
Really?
But then I think that's also like, it really just depends though, because I think it just goes back to you saying that they don't have guidance.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, why do you guys think it's important for fathers to be present? Do you think that a father can be present even though he doesn't live with the child? And if so, what does that look like?
Yeah, you just are there, like you're present. You have to live in a home. It helps, but you don't
Mhm.
have a home as long as you show up when they ask you to show up, even if you can't. Um, but little things. It's not all about the big things. If you're there when they ask you to be there, then they'll remember it, and that's important.
Do you guys feel like a father needs to have uh, money to, should he be able to provide for you in order to have a relationship with you? What is important to you guys that a
I,
dad
I
does?
should
It,
have, but I get stuff happens.
it's
Mhm.
like 50-50, you know. You can
You
be
can
broke and still have fun,
Yeah.
still make
Okay.
memories. But
for
you
your
can't be broke all the way all the time.
So okay, so no, this is true. So do you think that outside of finances, what else do you think fathers bring to a child's life, to in a young adult as well?
I'm gonna stay stability with emotions. Uh,
Okay.
cause I'm just like you. Sometimes I'm very emotional,
Mm-hmm.
but dad told me like, hey, it's okay that you have these emotions. It's just be wary of who you show them around. You can't just be like, oh yeah, this is me, and
Mm-hmm.
people gonna get in close, poke you up from you poke your
You said what? Oh,
it's
you
gonna
said poke your heart.
poke
Okay.
your heart from. It's gonna shank your heart in it. So you don't want that to happen. You don't want that to happen.
So are you going British on us right now?
Yeah, fam. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that, bro.
Me do that? Is that the Jamaican part of your family too?
Probably.
So, okay, so what I took away from what you were saying is that daddy was saying that when you have emotions, it's okay, but that's important that a father shows up so he can help you understand what it looks like. So even though you may be around your mom or you may be close, have similar personality, uh having a father and have some other parent there that has a different personality, that's important. It's important because, to your point, I think what you were saying is daddy was teaching you that emotions aren't bad, but everybody everybody shouldn't have that kind of access to your heart because they don't know how to treat it.
Yeah, cause when it was roasting me in elementary school, if I would have came to you, you'd be like, my baby, it's okay. And I would have still been soft. Everyone would have just kept making fun of me. I would be like, but now no one makes fun of me because I say things back.
So dad told you. So didn't dad role play with you? Didn't you guys practice some banter so you knew how to you had some good comebacks?
Yeah.
Now, mind you, Asia knows this to be true. I wasn't only like, oh, my baby, who was posted outside of the elementary school, because I was coming for them kids if they were messing with you.
Mama, and that would have made them make fun of me more. They're like, your mom's weird, dude. She's trying to
Right.
fool elementary schools. Dude, she's weird, man. Boom, they would
Whatever.
have made fun of you more. You were the target. I was defending you.
Oh, I
And
was the
then
target. It was your
they
mama
made fun
joke.
of you. And that made me sad. And you getting involved won't made it no better.
Oh, well, hey, listen, it's all good. And then that's why I was coming to your rescue, but I'm happy that daddy did go because I probably would have been locked up. They won't let me out. Okay, Asia. uh what about you?
What was the question again?
Just slow.
No,
So I was I was asking about daddy oh man, you made me forget exactly what I asked. Okay, well that's okay. We're just gonna move.
You don't got
I
it.
said, I think I asked you something about because hey guys, I forgot to say this is raw and uncut. I didn't even prep the kids. Typically, I try to prep people, but these beautiful kids, they just said no. Let's get to it. Oh, well, I said that, and then they agreed. I think I asked. Shoot, girl, I don't know. I forgot now. Well, anyhow, let's move on. Oh man, I wanted to ask you the question too. Okay. All right. So let me ask you about what has your dad what is your relationship dynamic with your dad specifically? What are the things you guys have in common? What parts of you do you see when you watch daddy? What parts do you connect to yourself? Are there certain characteristics he does, certain things he likes? What when you see daddy, how does it help you with your own identity? I guess that's the question.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
We see ourselves, Daddy.
Yes. How does it help you shape? Do you think it shapes your? Does it help you learn more about who you are knowing him? And what does it look like? What are the connections that you can see?
Yeah. Like how I was talking to y'all about when I'm dating, and for the long, for the I looked for um somebody chill. You know how they say you look for your dad and the men that you're dating or whatever. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, somebody chill, low key, whatever. Boring, because they weren't funny. It wasn't like a good connection, or sometimes it was, but it was more just like a friendship. But then
Mm-hmm.
I am daddy, just in a girl.
Mm-hmm. You
Uh,
are your dad. Yeah.
I have to look for you and Jaden,
Two cool people together just be boring. Y'all just, what's
who
up, bro? You trying to do something?
have
Maybe.
HD.
Huh?
But who got
Hold
some.
on. What'd you say? What'd you say? You said Jaden and I have ADHD?
I said two people who low key have ADHD, but um,
Got a little tism in there.
Shut up, Jaden. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
We that means that we have our sparkle. Be quiet, Asia.
Mm-hmm.
uh, my personality, I do see traits of. Well, I am like daddy, so I'm more of an introvert. Um, and I'm more to myself. I look like good stuff. Um,
Hold on, say it again because you kind of broke up. When you move, you kind of break up a little bit.
hear me?
Yes.
Oh, I just said like I'm more of an introvert, more to myself. I do need to separate to reload my social battery, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I just like my space. But then I'm also into fashion like he is. And yeah, like I don't need a group of people to have like a good time. Like I'll be okay by myself.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
I like hanging out with people too. But
you definitely are introverted. You think to speak. Number one, that's daddy. Absolutely. He processes. And then I love what you said. You get your energy from being by yourself, and then you go out and you're amazing with people, but you do need to break out. But so knowing that about you and seeing daddy, and what I also heard you say is that you were looking for guys kind of like that match your personality, but then you realize that you need some sunshine in your life like Jaden and I bring. And that's what I got from what you said. Because that helps balance you out.
yeah. So then I just look for other things that daddy has and
Okay. Okay.
personality.
Okay, Jaden, how has daddy's what have you identified in daddy that helps you understand more about yourself?
That I look just like him.
Yeah, this is true.
Just sometimes I think, oh, I'm gonna be ugly when I grow up. Oh, that's not true. I got him. He alright. He not the cream of the crop like I'm gonna be, but he cool. But
Jay, you guys be giving the side eye to each other. It's hilarious. Go ahead, Jay.
what Asia? Anyways, um, when I get tired, I start slowly transforming into daddy. I'm like, start getting more introverted. Like, I stop sharing as much because I'm like, wow, that's amazing. And I'm like, because I'm tired. I want to go away. You know what I'm saying? When I'm by myself, I'm just like, mom, like, oh my god, hi guys.
Wait a minute. Why you
talking.
guys
I'm just talking.
this is not about me. You guys, okay. So it sounds like what you're saying is that daddy also helps you, watching him helps you connect with the fact that when you move from one personality or one vibe to the next, it's not depression, it's not issue, it's just that you see your dad and that's just another part of you. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, so what for the dads that just for the dads that are unsure of how to reconnect with a child or a young adult like you, I know you guys haven't necessarily had that, but you guys have friends, you guys know people. What's something that a dad should do if they're trying to reconnect with a daughter that he hasn't spoken to in 23 years or has been in and out of their life, or a son he wasn't there for? Do you guys have any thoughts about what a father could do to reconnect and build a relationship? Because you guys have a good relationship with your dad. And so this is for to help other people.
I would say like apologize or try to explain why you weren't there, and yeah, just try to get to know them. Kind of like on your other lives, how the other dads are like, do what they're interested in, or try, since you weren't there, now this is your time to get to know them and do what they like and find, common hobbies. But you do need to apologize, because whether you had a valid reason or you didn't, you still need to apologize and at least give them some closure on why you weren't there. Whether it's good or not, they still want to know.
Mm-hmm. So you're talking about apologize for like accountability as well, it sounds like. Okay, Jaden.
I'm building off what Asia said. You just gotta apologize, and when you're trying to rebuild that relationship, you gotta go slow. You can't be like, I'm sorry, son. No, you can't be like that straight out the gate. Because maybe they're like, sure, Greg. They're gonna call you by your first name. You can't get offended because you wasn't there,
Right.
or you was, but so you don't really feel like a father. You just feel like just a dude, just there. Sometimes he wasn't, but apologize. Uh, it will take time because they're healing. Figure them out. See what you've been missing. And sometimes you just gotta realize that these people are grown, so they may not want a relationship, but as long as you offer your hand out and just let them know, this hand is always gonna be here if you do need it.
Yeah.
Then that's just greatly appreciated.
Yeah.
Don't prideful, because if they don't want a relationship at some point, they might want it when they're 40 or 5 years or maybe the next day. But like Jaden said, it has to be on their timing, because you weren't there the whole time. You kind of took your say and you being in their life out of it. So now that they are grown, they have every right, whether or not they want to talk to you. Should they? Yes. But if they don't want to, you can't be upset. But then again, if they don't want to, you shouldn't be upset. But that doesn't mean that you should be like, well, it's either this or nothing right now. Because it's no longer your turn. It's not your. It's not. You're not in the space to feel entitled for them to have a relationship with you.
I think that's great insight. You guys are so good. No, I think that's great insight that you guys both share, because what it teaches us as an adult, even though we're talking about fathers that haven't been intentional and now they want to be, what you're sharing also applies to us, as parents that are present. Even when we apologize, like you said, Jay, it takes time. Make sure that we're paying attention and really reading how it's being received and what you were saying, Asia, even if it's not received today, it may be received tomorrow or 20 years from now. So you shouldn't be prideful and say, well, it's either my way or the highway, because it sounds like you're still making it about you. And the kid wants it to be about them. And what you both said is that it's their term, right? Is their not only term, like TURN, but also terms. So you have to understand what are the terms of engagement and agreement and connection with that young adult, because you shared it also, Jaden. They're adults. You have to, they've lived life to a certain degree, and they may look at adults differently, and they may respect certain things, and you may not be in their sphere to actually engage and respect at the time. So that's good. All right, let me ask you guys this. What about, do you guys view, and you guys know I asked all of the fathers this when I was interviewing, do you guys view God as a father figure? And each of you answer.
Yeah.
Okay. So why? In what way? So how has that shown up for you, or how did you make that connection for your own self?
I don't know. I guess because we were raised on it, but I know your perspectives can change, but I just don't think it has. But I do think that how you view God is sometimes how you view your physical father, or like opposite. And so, um, I guess just because of like certain qualities, and again, how I feel God shows up for me, it's always like that, because that's how I see Daddy, and that's how I see God. So it just kind of stuck like that.
Okay, that's good. That's good. What about you, Jay? Do you view him as a father figure, and if so, in what way?
I do view God as a father figure, because he's extremely patient. Like, no matter what we do, it's always just know, like what the prodigal son story. He's always there. You can go off, spend all your money, come back just a mess. You like, it's all right. You come back home anytime soon, but he's gonna warn you like, hey, let's not try that again. He's not gonna, like, he can stop you. He can very much stop you. Sometimes he will, but if he sees you making your own bed, like, I'm giving you warning signs. You need to stop. It's just like a real dad would. You like, I'm not gonna let you figure out your own path, and I'm gonna tell you, hey, maybe sometimes you shouldn't do this. I'm gonna give you some more stuff. Let's not do this. Let's not do this. But I'm not gonna stop you unless it leads to your death or something.
Let me also ask you something about Daddy. So you guys know Daddy did not grow up with his father. Was that important for you guys to know more about Daddy's path? Like how important is it for a father to share what his father story is, or his past is? How important is it for your father or us parents to share our past? Is that important? And should we leave stuff out? Is there a certain age we should, share information? Give us some insight about that.
No, I think that more parents should be honest and upfront with their kids, because it makes us feel like y'all relatable. So it goes so much. Yes, y'all are our parents, and of course we respect y'all, but it helps fill in the gaps. So when we are going through stuff, it's easier for us to talk to y'all about it, because we know what y'all did or what y'all went through. So it doesn't feel like we're holding y'all to this super, super high standard. And then there's no room for they're not going to understand because y'all did stuff Jaden and I would never. But, or even stuff
Clean the hood, baby.
even stuff that we would do. And we feel comfortable with talking to y'all. Know that y'all will tell us, okay, well, maybe you shouldn't do that, or you should do this instead. It just helps the bond more.
That's good.
And then it also shows us like y'all telling us your past. It helps us understand why y'all are the way you are, or like what you went through, and it helps us give y'all grace too. Because yeah, y'all will get frustrated with us, we'll get frustrated with y'all, but this is both it's both of our first times being here. So us learning, okay, y'all parents, okay, well we should give some grace in this area because again, this is their first life too. They never done this before.
That's good. Thank you for the grace. All right, Jay, what about you?
I'm just gonna piggyback off what Asia said.
Oh, boy, here we go piggybacking. No, I'm just playing. Go ahead.
Asia said what she said so well that I don't think I can go into any more explanation.
So
No.
for Jane and I.
Oh, okay. You want me to give you that this time only?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let me ask you this, and Jaden, you answer first. Boom, in your face. So so do you think what are your thoughts about the saying that people you guys have heard it 1,000 times? I'm I'm your parent, not your friend. Do you think a parent can be both your parent and your friend? Or do you think that, really parents are not supposed to be your friend? What's your thoughts on that, Jaden?
Well, I feel like it is. There's a good percentage, like 60% parent, 40% friend.
Okay.
Cause I'm like, there are some times where you gotta put your foot down and be like, nah, bro, you can't do this. But you can't be putting your foot down all the time. You mean like having your kids going out? Yeah, my dad said I can't go outside. I went outside yesterday. Like, what are you doing? But anyways, you can't just be 100% like authoritarian, expect them to be like, oh, they don't tell me stuff. They hide stuff from me. Cause you probably gonna put them to the stake for it. You just well, Lord, shut up. If you don't understand where they coming from, be like, that's understandable. But you tell me. That's why I'm comfortable with telling y'all everything, cause y'all make me sound. I feel like I'm talking to a friend. I feel comfortable. It's
All
not
right.
like, oh, they're gonna punish me, which I can't that much no more, but I still can. Mm-hmm.
Huh?
I say y'all still can and y'all
Yeah.
still will,
Yeah,
because
because
I respect and love everyone in this house, even.
yeah, I thought so. Don't start and I won't be on Jaden. Uh Asia.
Yeah, like Jay said, it's a balance. Because I've definitely had friends where their parents are just friends, and that parent they let them do anything, and then there's friends who parents don't let them do anything. Because they're strict and they can't talk to them and stuff. So I feel like it's a big impact on how your character will be person. But you can be your kid possible. Well, it is possible. Y'all are friends, but then it also it's just how you raise them because then you are with a certain level of respect. So Jade and I, we trust our parents and we go to them with a lot of stuff that some kids probably would ask their parents about. And it's a balance. Like some things Jay and I probably most kids wouldn't go to their parents about. We're comfortable because we know, okay, yeah, even if they might give us a little talk afterwards, they're not gonna yell at us or punish us for it because we're coming to them about whatever. Because most parents would hope that they would come to them before they go to anybody else about it. So I do think that you can be your friend.
Kids, parents, and friends. All right. So okay. So in almost closing, I want you to share with us what do you think the legacy of your dad the legacy, of course, so parents, we like to pass down something, a legacy that you guys can build off of. What do you think the legacy of your dad uh, should be? So what do you think? Let me rephrase it. So, you know how when you're running a relay and it's like a relay race, you pass the baton over, so that you can keep running the race. What are some things that you believe that daddy is passing over to you for you to carry out? And you can give me one or two things that you know you feel personally responsible for that would, again, continue his legacy through you, and then possibly to your children, if you, because both of you want to have children, right?
Yeah.
And so what do you think that would be good to that daddy is passing to you for you to continue, because that's a legacy conversation. Whoever wants to go first can.
Mrs. Firstborn, let's answer that question. Come on, Asia. It's your turn.
And no piggybacking, Jaden. It's just, what are some things about daddy that you feel like if he saw you from afar and he was like, man, she's continuing my story, I'm proud of her, that's the legacy I wanted to leave and for her to move forward with? You want me to give you an example of what I would say to my mom?
Yeah. Yeah.
Would
Yes.
it help you guys? So
Yes.
my mom, you guys already know how my mom is, right? But I believe that the legacy that she would be most proud of is that my mom was persistent. She was relentless, and so she would, you know, one person may call her a pest, but somebody else will call her persistent. And she was on the grind. She was on it. I believe that that I saw that in her, and that was something that I also adopted and I'm carrying out, right? And so part of what it looks like is, I told you guys, I believe that my mom was able to bloom wherever she was planted, despite what she went through. And that's something, Asia, and you both, I share with you a lot. Bloom wherever you're planted. That pretty much means you don't get to pick your garden. So I knew my mom told me, you don't get to pick your garden, but you do have a responsibility to figure out what your growth is in that space. So you carry it out. So I take that because I've seen her do that. I take that and I do that in each space that I'm in. The other thing that she taught me was that was resilience, right? And so that I think my mom would be proud of, because I don't give up easy. So you can definitely keep I could take a licking and keep on ticking, right? I
You and these.
I can, but and really that also means that um I know that people may say stuff about me. My mom, I saw her, people had their perspectives about my mom, but they didn't know her whole story. And she didn't really care. She didn't let that phase her. She kept moving. Now, I think it impacted her, yes, but she didn't let that, she didn't beat up on herself. You could have told my mom she wasn't the next almost president of the United States of America, even though nothing, you know, that wasn't the case. But that was something that I now take and I run with from her legacy, to help continue her legacy. I know I credit my mom for helping me to figure this out, because I saw her do it. I saw her exercise it, and I knew she was flawed, but I knew she was saying it was possible. So I was able to do that. So that's the legacy she left me, and that's the legacy I hope to share with you guys. And I'm hoping I'm sharing with you guys, to bloom where you're planted, to be persistent, right? And to be resilient. You are never out of the game. I don't care what people say. You keep on until you have no more breath in your body. That's the only thing that would stop you from getting back up. And so you're never in despair or hope. You're never hopeless. You need to keep it moving. So is there something that you've seen daddy demonstrate that has encouraged you and you would want to make sure you adopt it as part of your life in his legacy?
I just pursuing his passions.
Mm-hmm.
Say that, like, but just working hard for it, not just saying, "Oh, I want it," because you saying it is not gonna do anything. So just putting the work behind it and then just showing up for yourself and um really putting, if it's something that you want, putting all that you have into it and investing in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, you saying leaving a legacy, but that, I think that's what he has taught Jaden and I. Like, you want to leave stuff for, you know, your kids, and you want to do better for them so that they can do better than you.
Yeah, got it. I love it. I love it.
What he's shown us, and then even the stuff that he says, even from y'all's like wedding video. So I think that's what he's left with, Jane and
Mm-hmm.
I.
Mm-hmm. Is there a quote? Is there a saying that Daddy has told you that he that sticks with you all the time? Like, is there something? I think one
And
he we
earlier,
say it.
how you do one thing is how you do everything.
And what do you think he's trying to tell you with that?
Just be intentional about what you have going on. So whether that's, you know, maintaining your finances, your room, your uh, your work, everything. Just what, how you do one thing is how you do everything. So if you're
Yes.
organized in one area, you'll be organized in life. If you're consistent in one area, you'll be consistent in everything else.
All right. So, quote from her daddy: "How you do one thing is how you do everything." All right. Good. Okay, Jaden, your turn, and then we'll be wrapping it up.
Um,
Oh my gosh, you got a speaker, you microphone.
uh, his dad didn't have a dad,
Mm-hmm.
like you said earlier, but he ended up being the best father on earth, which yeah, is I think it's pretty cool. He always says just be better than me, like
Mm-hmm.
just be better than the last generation use uh what they built to make you go higher in
Mm-hmm.
your life.
That's
And
it.
so, and the quote he always tells me, I'm gonna mess this up because I cannot think right now. You get behind the problem or in front of the solution. I don't know. Or something like that.
Oh, it's the opposite. Get in front of the solution. No. You're almost right. No. I think you're right.
Probably.
Yeah. Get in front of the issue before you get behind, so you don't have to get behind the problem.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he's telling you to be proactive, like you said, Asia. Be intentional, so you don't have to clean up a mess that wasn't necessary. All
Mm-hmm.
right. So in closing, can you guys just give a special message to your dad real quick for Father's Day tomorrow, and then we'll just close out after this.
What's up, blood? What's up? What's up, blood? Hey, fam, let me tell you something, right? Best father in the world, fam. Believe that. Believe that, fam. You're amazing, innit? You're always right there with moms, just cooking, fam. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pass it over to the wait, mandem on my left right here. So
Mm-hmm.
take it away, mandem.
Appreciate it. I just want to say I love you, Daddy. I'm grateful for you. I thank you for always being there for us. And yeah, you're the best day ever.
I would say that too, but I ain't calling you daddy. I love you, oh man.
All right, you done, Jay?
Yes.
Okay.
We can
I
go
can
Well,
go sleep.
wrap.
all right. Well, we'll go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you both so much, Jay and Asia, for being a part of this, for being a part of intentional dads movement and helping mommy and daddy to just be better parents and better people. Just like you guys learn from us, we learn from you guys. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of your lives and part of your journey. We appreciate it. And yeah, we'll wrap this on up. And we pray, if you don't take anything else away from us, Asia and Jaden, we want you to be intentional about who you are as a person, and be intentional when your time comes parents, because that's what we want you to. That's part of the legacy we need for you guys to carry out. All right. And so, but we'll be here holding y'all accountable. We got stuff to say, and we'll be making sure that our grandkids feel like you guys are doing a good job, or else there's gonna be some smoke in the city. All right. In your city. Okay. All right. All right. All right. I love you both. Thank you. And y'all have a good night.